What's good, faithful? It's your boy Ferb back with another special guest. Well, shit, he's not even a guest no more. He a brother, he family. This is all love, hype man
He a
in the
regular.
building,
Yeah,
ready to
get it.
go. Let's talk about this Brock Purdy contract. Let's talk about the schedule. I need to see they win loss predictions, and we're gonna keep it faithful and talk 49er football. What's good, man? Back with another episode, Whistle Gang Podcast. My boy Monty's in the building, man. How you feeling? How's everything down in Tampa?
Man, you know how it is. I'm too blessed to be stressed, man. I'm hanging out here in this beautiful weather, 92 degrees. I
Ooh, it
know
was 50.
can't, can't I can't complain because nobody gonna listen anyway. So I'm here ready to talk some Niner football.
Yeah.
Happy about this season. Let's go.
Hype man, what's up, baby?
What's going on, Ferb? I'm back.
Chilling, man. I know you navigating everything, all these different chapters and everything like that, man. But how's everything? How's baby
Man.
Kennedy doing?
Aubrey, baby Aubrey.
I mean Aubrey. I'm
Yeah,
thinking
baby
of my
Aubrey.
niece. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, my bad. I'm sorry.
It's all good. It's all good. Aubrey's doing wonderful, man. She's 3 months now, and you wouldn't even know it. She's sitting up on her own. She's in her
Man,
mimicking stage. Like, she repeats things that I say. You know, she's not saying it clearly, but she's mimicking me. She's doing wonderful, man. It's just a ball of fun, man. I love her.
nice. Well, before we get into this Brock Purdy thing, is she mimicking with the choke last night? At the time of this recording,
Oh,
Here we go. Here we
the
go.
day after the Knicks just blew a
this guy.
14-point lead with like 2 minutes left on the clock. My man Halliburton repping the Brock Purdy. Y'all got something to say about? I mean, Iowa State connection. What's up?
Listen, I want to say something, okay? First of all, about that picture, okay? First of all, everybody and their mother's a Pacer fan now. Welcome, where have you been? But just so they know, he did not wear that jersey yesterday to the arena. He wore that
No, that's
jersey
an old
when
photo.
when we went to the Super Bowl.
Super
So let's
Bowl,
understand that first and foremost. Second of all, I thought we wasn't talking about the Knicks tonight.
Baby,
I ain't gonna talk about the Mets. I ain't gonna. Like my Yankees beat the Mets, right? We homeboy got one
y'all
hit
won
the
2 out
whole
of
game.
3. Y'all won 2 out of 3.
Okay. I'm just saying, but no, it's all good. It's only one game. I mean, it's the game. It's the game that we shouldn't have lost. We shouldn't have lost that game.
For real.
I got a lot to say about it. You want me to say? I'll tell you my feelings real quick. As much as I love Jalen Brunson, he gets in his own ways. He looks for the fouls too much, and that messes up his game, man. He's too busy focusing on not getting foul calls, trying to get a foul call, and they stealing the ball from him. He's throwing the ball away. He's arguing. It ain't right. It got so bad yesterday what he was doing. Y'all know Carl Anthony Towns is not very vocal.
Big
Carl
bodega.
Anthony, Carl Anthony Towns, the big bodega, let him have it. Let him and OG have it yesterday on the bench. And they got on him too, but he let him have it. Like, yo, it was like, forget the fouls, man. Focus on the game. And that clear as day. And our
I
coach
love
needs
it.
to know how to sub people. Sub people out, man. Sub
Oh,
them out.
Tibbs ain't subbing nobody, man. But let's get to
Nope.
what everybody's here to see and watch and learn and get some information. 49ers football, Brock Purdy, 5 years, 265. We all knew it was happening. We all knew it was coming. Monty, scale 1 to 10. What's your excitement level about the deal?
My excitement level, I would say, is about an 8. Because it's still, because at the end of the day, I feel it's too much for quarterbacks to get paid. It's a big amount of money that's in your salary cap. But I would say 8 because I'm happy because it got done early. It's out of the way, and technically he kind of took a team friendly deal, even though he's getting that $53 million per year number. It's only taking 18% of the cap, and it's really a 3 year deal because after the 3 years we could get out of it because it's
Correct.
guaranteed. So I mean,
Mhm.
if he don't, we can get out of it real quick. So it left room money on the table. We signed Fred Warner, so I mean, I can't. I can't complain about it. I can't complain. It's out of the way early. We're ready to rock and roll this camp, so I cannot complain about it. I'll go with 8. And by the way, hats off to Purdy. Congrats, brother.
Hype man, what's your excitement level 1 to 10?
I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm at a 10, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Shit.
I'm gonna tell you why. First and foremost, Brock Purdy has outplayed 3 of the top 5 quarterbacks in the NFL over the past 3-4 years, right? Let's be honest, right? In every stat category that a quarterback is rated on, he's outplayed some of the best. He's outplayed some of the best, right? So let's think about why it was so smart for us to get it done this year. If we would have waited till next year, the price would have been way higher. He was asking for $65 million this year, knowing he wasn't going to get it. But guess what? That would have been the low point for next year. You gotta remember, the contracts are based off of the medium of the top 3 contracts at your position, right? So if he's playing in the top 10 as a quarterback, his deal next year would have been way bigger than what it was this year. And let's think about it. Everybody's looking at the big number. You got to really worry about the guaranteed number.
Yeah, football
That's the number that's the number that's really going to affect us. Everything else on the back end of the contract, the bigger part of it, is not guaranteed. I love it. He got just over $50 million, right? He's played in that. If his name is not attractive, he wasn't drafted in a high spot. So that's what everybody's hung up over. But that don't matter. He's been playing like a top 5, top 10 quarterback in the league.
Mm-hmm.
Even last year when we sucked, right? We sucked last year. It wasn't Brock Purdy, because think about every game we lost. We was winning in those games. We could not stop people from coming back to scoring. That's it.
Yeah, but shoot, he struggled a little bit last year. But I would say, I've repeated this numerous times. My excitement level is probably about a 2 to 3. I don't believe in paying quarterbacks. I rather pay everybody at every other position, and I think the quarterback money is too ridiculous. I think the NFL needs to come up with some type of separate special salary cap for quarterbacks and something. I don't know, but for you to have to pay somebody $53 million, $60 million, and then now you can't sign or get other top players at other positions is just stupid to me.
Right.
And now you got to do another strategy where you got to win with rookies on the defense and all over the place. Whatever the case may be. But I am excited about the approach that the front office took. Kind of like Monty was saying, got it done early, out the way. And it's not just for his contract, it's also the Kittle contract. And
Fred Warner.
Yeah, we just read up Fred. So now when we hit camp in July, we got no distractions. We ain't got to worry about anybody not coming to camp, anybody missing. You know what I'm saying? The last, what does it feel like? 30 years, it feel like every year was somebody. It's Debo, it's BA, it's Trent, it's
Bosa.
It's that one. Yeah, like we ain't coming to camp. So like we can focus now just on football. We can focus on getting everything right, getting the rookies right, because we're gonna rely on a lot of rookies on that defensive line next year. So it's like let everybody come to camp, stay healthy, and let's go chase number 6. You know.
See,
a lot of rookies on the defensive side of the ball. Period, not just the line, linebackers.
Yeah.
See, I'll tell you
cornerbacks.
something you said first. Something you said that stuck with me, right? You don't agree with paying that quarterback, right? Because it kind of handicaps the team, right? Keeps them like salary cap hell eventually, right? But here's the thing: he played so many years. The quarterback is the number 1 position on the team. Any team, you can't do nothing without a quarterback, right?
In any sport, the number 1 position in any sport,
right? So you're going to pay the QB. They always gonna get paid better than everybody else, right? So here's the thing: at the most expensive position and the most important position on our team, that for the past couple of years, that was the least amount of money. We had the least amount of money in the most important position, and we were paying everybody else. And look at last season, right? They don't understand why we let so many people go. People that we paid more than our QB wasn't even performing in the top 25 in their position. the Debo Samuels, the Leonard Floyds, the Hufungas, right? Our QB played better than all the stars that he was around. You gotta reward that.
Yeah.
You gotta reward that.
And if anybody that I don't know thinks otherwise, I'm not a Purdy hater. Like you literally could see, I got the Brock Purdy sign right behind me, like my Brock
Absolutely, the
star.
Brock star. Yep.
Yeah,
the Brock
so
star.
like I'm not a Purdy hater or anything like that. He's my QB. He's a Niner, so I ride it with him. I just don't agree with how the quarterback structure and all that other stuff goes. So it is what it is. In these next 3 years under this contract, is it like Super Bowl bust, or like do you see us getting to a Super Bowl under Brock Purdy? Another one now?
I do. And I'll tell you why I feel that way. I feel like to be a successful team, you don't need a million superstars in your team. You need a quality star / veteran at every level, at position level on your team. Quarterback, you need a star. You need a star on the O-line, a star on the running back, a star receiver. You know what I'm saying? And we have that now. We have that. And we have a bunch of young players. It was so crazy how we got so many. We got young so fast. That's the key to our team. A lot of fans don't understand that. That's the key to the Niners. Is staying young, vibrant, and violent. We got that. We got that. The replacements for the stars that we lost is already proven. They're on our squad already. You get what I'm saying? So it wasn't like a refresh. It was just a reload to me. We
So
lost the play.
You think it's more like a reload this year?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. We got better at a lot of positions. At wide receiver, I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm not disrespecting Debo. I love Debo. He wasn't a true wide receiver, right?
Yeah, of course not. Yeah.
Not at all.
Football
at
player.
wide receiver, a football player. At wide receiver, we got better. Okay. Ayuk is out right now, but when Ayuk comes back, he's not gonna be Ayuk for maybe the first 4 to 5 games he's back, whatever it may be, right? But Demarcus Robinson, right? He was a touchdown maniac for the Rams. Let's not get it confused here.
Yeah.
Okay.
But, I mean, he gonna be out the first 6 weeks too.
Yeah.
I thought it was 2. I thought it was 2.
I thought it was 4.
I think it's 2.
He's gonna be out either way.
That's okay.
Yeah.
But we got Slick Rick, right? And let's understand this.
I'm looking forward to him.
If he didn't have that situation early in the season, he would have been an impact. Because you see when he came back, he was an impact.
Yeah. Now, one thing, speaking of Slick Rick, not to cut you off, Cownan. Have you guys seen his workout?
Cowan.
He's put on
he
muscle.
Bulked up.
Yeah, he's put on muscle. And Kittle came out and said he's excited to see what he does when we get to camp.
Yeah. I'm excited.
And then
tell you something. I'm excited.
The other guy, the undrafted wide receiver, they got Nayor. I think he's 6'2". He went undrafted. They're talking real highly of him in camp too. So I mean, you never know, man. You never know. You get the right position, the right chance. And I'm actually looking forward to seeing Brock and Ricky play a full year because towards the end of the year they started to mesh at the end of the year last year. So I'm looking forward. He's healthy, and going into camp, and they're both there early. They've been training in the off season together, playing golf together, gelling. So I'm looking forward to because Slick Rick got some shit. You know what I mean? So I'm ready to see him out there.
Thurman Jawan said, "I'm the number one. I'm the number one stunner." That's what he said.
You can't even talk about Thurman Jawan.
Yo, speaking of Thurman Jawan, real quick, any chance he gets extended before the year?
Possibly.
Suspended?
I would love to see it. No,
possibly
extended.
Extended.
Oh, extended. Suspended. My bad. Extended.
No.
Yeah, I would love to see it. Lock him up because he's solid, clutch.
We reward players. We reward players, right? And what he did for us to keep us competitive by he could have went and got a bigger deal. They know that, and he know that. The deal that he took to stay here and do what he do for us, that did not go unnoticed. And
first downs and touchdowns. Touchdowns.
Speaking of what we all just stated, the whole coming into the season, no issues, no nothing. Any chance you think he could hold out? I mean, he did sign a 2-year deal beginning of last year. And this is to be the
So
first year of it.
yeah.
I don't think he'll hold out because you know what? He realized he wasn't the first or second option on the team. He worked his way into that position, right? But he still has to prove that he can do that over the long haul of the season. You know what I'm saying? Having a game here, a game there where he's the focus, right? That's cool because teams didn't prepare for him to be the focus.
Correct. It's different when they game plan for you.
When they game
Yep.
plan for you now, if you can sustain that same success, then you can be like, yeah, I need a new deal. You know what I'm saying? And they gonna give him a deal. Trust me, they know what they got, and he know what he brings to the table now. He was handpicked by Kyle Shanahan. That was Kyle Shanahan's pick.
Another
Everybody was
7th round
like,
draft pick.
everybody was like, why are you getting him though? Kyle Shanahan was like, because he's the one. He's one of the ones right there. Y'all don't see it, but I see it. And now we see. This is why they say Kyle Shanahan's this dude is bad, man. He getting that money. He's staying. He ain't gonna hold out. If he'd have did it when he got his last deal, because he know what he's worth.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, since the last episode, the schedule has come out, and I know I went through and went one by one, week by week, each game and picked each game. But love to get you guys' thoughts. First reaction when you saw the schedule. Obviously, we knew the opponents, but first reaction when you saw the layout of when we play who and stuff like that. And what game are you most excited for, Monty?
My first reaction was I was kind of shocked because I saw that Carolina Monday night game or Monday night game, prime time against Carolina. I couldn't believe what the hell the NFL was thinking with that one. I'm like, I don't even know. But at second, when I looked at it, I mean, I think the NFL did us a favor because they gave us a very favorable schedule. You know, coming off a tough season like we had, and you know, I feel very positive that we could have a strong season with the light schedule, the weaker schedule that we got. You know, and happy that they still gave us a few primetime games. But the one I'm most looking forward to is Houston to go back against D'Amico Ryans. You know, and that's probably, I would say, other than our division matchups, that's probably one of the toughest matchups on our schedule, the Houston Texans. You know, and if the Bears could pull it together, I would say that's going to be a tough one because you know the Bears revamped, so now Caleb got to come and show up. Like he ain't got no excuses now because they got the players around him. So I think the Bears and Houston is the number two strongest opponents we face other than our division matchups. So even though you know Seattle and Arizona took a step back, division matchups are always tough.
Hell yeah. What about you, Hype?
Oh man, I'll tell you, man. When I first seen the schedule, I was like, "Oh, this is a nice one, right?" You got an easy schedule, but then you got to think about it, man. Like the teams that we playing, they were bad last year. Every team they change up and get a little bit better. You know what I mean? So it's not going to be easy like most fans think it is, but I think it's going to be a good one for us. The game I'm looking forward to, man. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all know we all from New York, and you know we got them cousins. We got them cousins, them uncles, them aunts, them boys that we grew up with. Like you know what I'm saying? Can't believe you a Niners fan, man, on the block. You know how you know what we went through. All three of us went through that. This is the game. This is the game. I got circled. Gonna be back home. Gonna be with the friends and the families, and it's gonna be a great feeling to understand. For them to understand why we call that stadium Red Light Stadium. I can't wait to be there, man. But I also am looking forward to the Texans game. Couple of reasons. Yeah, couple of reasons. D'Amico's one, you know. Also, you know, that QB, you know where he's from. You know where that QB from.
Oh my gosh.
The Ohio State University. You know what I'm saying? I love to see it. I love to see it. You know, but nah, Houston is definitely, I feel like it's probably outside, like Monty said, outside of our division rivals, you know. Houston is probably one of the toughest games on our schedule. You know what I mean? And if I got a third one, I'm looking forward to New Orleans. I don't know if y'all was in the building, but it's not even about who the team. It's about the city we going to.
The city.
I don't know if y'all was at the last game. If y'all was in the building,
I wasn't
I was
there.
supposed to be there. I was supposed to be there, and I didn't make it.
Y'all don't understand. Them fans, man. My wife will tell you, I almost laid somebody out. Right? He was very disrespectful, but then his fans were on my side. They were ready to put him down with me, right? But the feeling of seeing George Kittle on my end of the field catch that ball,
Yeah, I remember it like it was yesterday.
5, 6
Oh,
I don't
100%.
know how many. I was right there, right on my end of the field. I seen it. You don't understand the gratitude and like the feeling that I had. I turned around. Where the hell y'all going? Why y'all leaving? Yeah, I can't wait to get back to New Orleans, man. Oh God, those three.
I mean, this year though, the game ain't gonna be nothing like that. We're gonna blow their ass out. They're gonna have probably a rookie quarterback.
Those fans
That's
are
just
so
gonna be
obnoxious.
a straight party weekend. But I think I gotta go. I think the game I'm most excited for is the same as New York. Just to go there, laugh at friends and family when we kick their ass.
Yeah. Oh man, it's gonna be amazing.
Simple as that.
And Thanksgiving is a couple weeks after that. Can you imagine after we whoop their ass and we go back Thanksgiving?
Correct.
Man, it's gonna be a great feeling.
That turkey gonna taste good, huh?
Oh baby.
All right, so let's run through it. Week 1, Seattle, Dubs.
I got a dub.
Yeah.
I got Dubs too. Saints, Dubs.
Dubs.
Cardinals, Dub. On the road, first road game. I mean, I'm sorry, first home game. First home opener. Yeah. That's a dub.
Yeah.
Jaguars.
I got it as
a dub.
Yeah. So 4-0. Then we hit the road for Thursday night football on the Rams. Speaking of the Rams, Thursday night football, do y'all know that the Rams petitioned the league to put us on a? Oh, y'all didn't know this?
No.
Yeah, so the Rams petition, because you can request certain things. The Rams requested to play us at home on a weeknight, on a Thursday night game, so that we couldn't take over the stadium and make it Levi South. They figure that less fans will travel for a
Thursday. Wow.
Hey, y'all didn't know this?
Nah, I didn't hear that. That's the first I'm hearing. That's interesting.
Breaking news, faithful.
That makes me want to go to LA now.
Yeah,
but they don't understand how many fans live in LA.
Thursday night. Huh?
All right.
They don't understand how many fans live in LA. How many 49ers fans
I know, but you know me, it ain't gonna be, it'd be like 70-30 on a Sunday afternoon game, you know what I mean? But I actually have us losing that game.
Same here. Yep.
All right, so 4-1 right now.
Yeah.
All right. Then we go to Tampa. We come in the Monty house. Get the couch ready.
You got it, bro.
That's
I got us losing this game too.
Yeah.
I got us winning.
I'm on the fence about that one. They play us tough.
Yeah, and don't forget Baker's no joke. With Godwin coming back healthy, and Mike Evans and the rookie they just drafted.
But you gotta remember who got his number.
And it's going.
Who got his number? Who got his number?
Bosa.
Who got the key to his house?
Oh man.
But listen, you gotta remember now Bosa has another high motor player on the other end of that line. He had some good people on the other end for years, but this is the first quality young high motor pick in the draft that gets to it. I'm telling you, and the dogs that we got in the middle, the young dogs that we got in the middle. This is reminding me of Eric Armstead and Bruckner all over again.
Yeah, I think they're even bigger than Buckner and Armstead when they first came in.
They wider. Armstead and they're like 6'7". Them boys.
Yeah, but they wide, bro. They cover more ground this way. They wide.
I was on the fence about it because it's the whole Baker Mayfield. He's the wild card in this. You know what I mean?
The whole team. The Bucks are the NFC South champions. They're a solid team.
But they're playing a weak division, so they're gonna always.
And it's gonna be Mike Evans last year, so they're gonna have a little more to play with.
We beating the Buccaneers.
All right, I got 2 L's.
I'm putting the L with that one too because I feel like we're gonna.
Okay.
All right. So then we back home for the Monday night game against the Falcons. That's a dub.
That's a dub.
I go with a double. I go with a double on that one.
Then to the road to the game that you guys are both excited about, the Texans. I got a loss.
I'm going with a W just because I got to see a W. I'm gonna be there. I gotta get a dub. I gotta get a dub.
I was on the fence with this. I wanted to be a dub, but I think this is gonna be an L because, like, I think D'Amico is gonna coach his team up. You got a lot of players on the Texans side that was former players of the Niners, and they looking forward. This is the game they're circling on their calendar.
Correct.
I think. Well, I don't know. Can I put like a question mark on this one?
Hell no.
Because the teacher is back. Robert Saleh, he's the X factor in this right now. Right?
Yep.
I gotta take an L. I'll give us an L.
For the record, your Ohio State quarterback, I don't think he's that good. I think he might regress even more this year. As we move along. Then we go to New York. We leave Houston and go to New York. That's a dub. Easy dub there.
That's a dub.
Yeah, it's dub.
I don't know if it's easy, but it's a dub.
No, it's easy. Then we're back home against the Rams. I have us losing again.
No, I got us dub there.
I got the Rams
at home.
I got us beating the Rams.
I got the Rams
at home. I gotta take us on the home.
At home, I take us.
So I'm up to 1, 2, 3, 4 L's. All right. So then
you got four. How you got 4 L? Oh yeah, you picked the Rams twice, Bucks and Texans. Yep.
So then we travel to the Cardinals, and I think we lose this game as well.
Yes,
I got that as a loss on the game.
I got that as a loss, and this is why, right? Because we're playing 2 division rivals back to back. I got us winning against the Rams, but it's going to be a physical game. Yep. And I think we come to the Cardinals a little bit tired. We lose that game.
All right. So I'm up to 5. Home against the Panthers, we win.
We should win that.
Back on the road against the Browns, we win.
We win.
Going into the bye. Titans, that's a win.
That's a win.
Colts, that's a win.
That's a win.
Bears, that's a win.
I got an L for the Bears. What? I have a feeling they're gonna be something this year. That's just my gut feeling.
Nah,
they got a lot. They got a lot of play.
The Bears made a bad mistake getting rid of Justin Fields.
Listen, I'm not a Caleb Williams fan. Trust me.
That's why they're gonna lose.
But they put a lot of people
under pressure. Cracks under
they
pressure.
Put a lot of people. We'll see. They put a lot of players around him. You know what I mean? He's still. Yeah, and Ben Johnson's the coach. He's got a lot of talent around him, and he has talent. As much as a cocky asshole he is, he has a lot of talent.
He got to get
so if he can put it together.
And he don't do good.
No, I agree. Man. We'll see. I feel
that's at home, right? That's at home, right? That's at home.
That's at home.
That's a dub.
Yeah.
That's a dub. And then we got the Seahawks to finish the year.
We got an L there.
I got an L there too.
That's at home. To finish the year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking we already got our player spot. Why get hurt? Why risk it?
I actually think that might be for a wild card. So I have the Rams winning the division. How about you guys?
Hell no. I only got 4 losses. I only got 4 losses on my book.
I don't see no. So you saying we're going 13-4?
In a perfect world, yes. In a perfect world, yes. But everything's got to.
Listen,
I can see us slip up and lose 2 more games.
They are, man. The Rams ain't gonna be as good as Let me tell you something. The Rams starting quarterback by week 5 is gonna be Jimmy Garoppolo. Mark my word, because Stafford gonna get injured. The dude is a walking ER. He's a walking ER.
I got the Rams playing for the NFC Championship game.
Damn! Wow. What? Listen, they got Devontae Adams. Listen, Devontae Adams hasn't been Devontae Adams since he left Green Bay.
It don't matter. That defense.
But he hasn't had a quarterback since he left Green Bay either. Because when he went to to Raiders, he had nobody, and then when he went to the Jets, he had a washed up Aaron Rodgers on a bad foot. So
then he got Puka
now
on the other side.
Listen to me.
Yeah.
Matthew Stafford was contemplating retirement at the end of last season.
Not because of skills.
No, because he can't stay healthy. The dude is hurting out there. Did you see his last game he played?
If people can get to him, yeah. But if he stays healthy, they are a top 2, top 3 team in the NFC.
He played 3 of the most physical defensive teams in the NFL twice a year. Week 5, he will be in street clothes because I'm telling you, Jimmy Garoppolo is going to be their starting QB by week 5, week 6. I'm telling you. Hype told you first.
I don't wish whatever injury or nobody.
I don't mean either, but I'm just saying.
I hope you're right.
That's his situation. That's his situation.
I think week 18 we are 9-7, possibly
fighting for a wild card.
9-7 or 10-6, and we would need to beat Seattle to win the wild card because the NFC North is going to be strong again. And then the NFC East.
You think the NFC North is going to be strong again?
Hell yeah! I think Green Bay going to make the playoffs, and the Lions.
I think Detroit's going to take a step back with losing those coaches.
Yeah. They lost. They're going to be just like the Eagles.
Yeah, but they all those coaches. I don't remember what they record was last year, but they 4 loss. I know they had more than 2 or 3 losses last year, but let's say they lose 4 games. That's playoffs. That's what I'm saying. Even if they lose 5 games, that's the playoffs.
I think the team coming out of the NFC North is going to be Green Bay. I don't think it's going to be 2 teams this year. I don't think so.
All right, so right now,
that's kind of tough to say.
All right, who makes the playoffs?
Yeah.
So let's understand this, right? The NFC East will have 2 teams coming out to the playoffs. That would be the Eagles and Washington.
Correct.
And possibly the Dallas if Dallas can get their shit together.
That's what I'm saying. Like I can see a scenario where week 18 is we need to win or we lose, Dallas gets in, or vice versa, some shit like that.
I'm gonna give you the division champions, okay? The winners, okay? It's gonna be Washington. They're gonna win the division.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be Green Bay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's going to be Tampa Bay.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be San Francisco 49ers.
Okay. And then who are your wild cards?
Then you got to have Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
I'll give
Detroit.
you the Rams.
And Detroit. And Detroit.
So you want to say beef or Bears or something?
I want to say Detroit. But I think Detroit might be on the bubble. I think they're going to really take a big step back. They got their firepower. They got it. But their defense is suspect right now. They lost the mind of their defense. They lost the mind. Aiden Hutchinson's coming back from a big injury.
Yep, he might not be the same.
We seen what happened to Nick Bosa his first year back from that injury. He regressed that whole season.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't Nick Bosa most of that season.
Any player that comes back from that injury regresses.
But I got Detroit. I got Detroit making the playoffs though.
Who you got winning the division, Monty? Our division.
I got the Rams winning our division.
You got the Rams too. All right. I'm just making sure.
Yeah. No, I think if we make it to the playoffs, it's a wild card spot.
Okay.
I think our division is the weakest division, I believe, and it's either one. We'll be lucky if we get a wild card, and depending on how the other divisions do. Because I mean, who knows what McCarthy coming? No, I'm saying to get two teams come out of that division. We'll be lucky into the playoffs. Because you also you can't forget Minnesota. They blow it in the playoffs, but they're always around come regular season.
Their quarterback. They look.
I know they got be good.
That rookie quarterback.
I mean,
he's
I ain't
not
worried about JJ McCarthy.
You never know.
He's not it. Trust me, he's not the guy.
Because remember what you said about defense? Brian Flores got that defense playing.
Brian Flores got that defense.
Yeah, but you still got to put.
You talk about defense, right?
But
you don't know what McCarthy.
Their defense ain't scoring touchdowns like that. You got to put numbers on the board still.
Listen, you don't know what McCarthy could do. You never know. I mean, he ain't that good, but you never know. You got Justin Jefferson there still.
You forget my Buckeyes played him. The only reason why he won because they cheated. We know it. We know it's out there.
Here we go. Here we go.
That team. Hold on. No, wait a minute. That team up north is being penalized right now. They might get an asterisk on their name next to their name for that championship season because they have cheated. It's out there. That's not fake. That's facts.
Let me ask you this before we get out of here. What happens if the 49ers miss the playoffs?
49ers miss the playoffs. So I don't think I know we're gonna make the playoffs, but let's just answer your question, right? 49ers miss the playoffs. Somebody head got to roll.
Kyle?
We're talking about Kyle or Lynch. That's the only two heads that's gonna roll.
I think it'll be Lynch before it's Kyle.
They kind of brought them in. They kind of brought them in together. So I mean, I would think it would have to be both.
I mean, because I guess you got to see how the season would play out. But what fault in it would Lynch have?
Because you got to remember this draft right here. It wasn't on Kyle Shanahan. That was John Lynch.
So you're saying if we have a bad season and the rookies don't perform?
So look, our team last year, I feel like it wasn't the offense. I feel like it wasn't even the offensive line. I feel like that was the best side of the ball for us last year. It was. We was winning games. The defense couldn't stop the win.
This was terrible.
That's why we lost most games, because of the defense, right? But as 49er fans, they're going to blame the 49ers for not drafting what? What did every 49er fan want in the draft this year? They wanted O-linemen.
O-line.
Okay.
Yeah, but
you got
defense wins games.
I'm with you. But the novice fan feels like is in the trenches, and we didn't address that in the draft, right? So that's what's going to happen. They're going to blame the general manager. You didn't manage the situation properly.
We drafted one O-lineman late. And last year we hit the money on Purdy.
I mean, I'm happy with
I think 100%. But we have more holes on the defense than we did on the offense. So
no, you're right. So, but I'm just saying the noise outside the building is what teams always pay attention to. They don't pay attention to inside the building. They pay attention to the noise from outside, and it's going to be on Lynch because it's on his watch. Kyle Shanahan, no matter what you give Kyle Shanahan, I'm going to be a buck with you. He makes it work. You understand what I'm saying? You can't say he's a bad coach because we all, even in losing seasons, you feel like you had a winning season because we are that competitive. He's scheming up. You get what I'm saying? So you won't be able to say it's him. You're going to say, okay, you put this together, and it's not working, so it's on you. I don't think we're going to have that conversation. I think we're going to win the division. I'm telling you.
I got a question. Like what Ferb said, last game of the season, we're playing for the wild card game. We win and we in, and we lose. Do heads still roll in? We just missed the playoffs. Do they run back?
I think if we just missed the playoffs, that's a different scenario. If we have a bad season, that's on the GM.
If we have a terrible season like we did last year, then they roll.
But here's the
thing. Last year, injuries though. It can't be like. I think heads only roll if it's like we had all like CMC played every game, Brock plays every game, like this Trent is every game, like everybody's played every game, Fred every game, Bosa every game, and we 5 and 12,
we only,
whatever it is, then heads is rolling. But if we had another injury riddled season or something, it's just another excuse, I think. And then that could possibly be on Lynch because not having
here's the thing, though.
And all the other stuff.
I'll tell you this: a lot of 49er fans say we had a bad season. We actually didn't. We was winning every game we was in. We was winning. A bad season to me is like you out there, you ain't doing nothing.
We weren't winning every game that we were in. We went up to Buffalo and got mollywhopped.
There was two.
We got mollywhopped in Green Bay. That's the first time I ever left a game early.
There was two games. There was 2 games last season, okay, where we had no business being there. Okay, it was Buffalo and it was Green Bay, but every other game before the half we was up. We was winning. It was the second
No,
half.
I don't know if it was every other game. I remember 3 or 4 that we blew the lead.
Nah,
The Rams.
every game. Listen, every game we lost last season, except for Green Bay and Buffalo, we was ahead at the half. We couldn't stop them from coming back. We couldn't stop. I'm telling you, because we was.
You're gonna make me look that up now.
Go look it up.
You're gonna make me look that up.
You're gonna be surprised. This is why I say
the
offensive side of the ball wasn't the issue. It was the defense. We couldn't stop teams from coming back. You get what I'm saying?
No, I know our defense was terrible. Yeah, no, 100%. That was the worst defense we've seen in years.
Let me land a plane on why we're gonna win our division, okay? It's 2 reasons. 1, we're better than the schedule. We're better than the schedule that we have. That's number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, every team we play this year, nobody's coming back from a bye week. Nobody.
That's a fact.
Right.
You got to remember last season, how many bye week games did we have? In the middle of that gauntlet we always have every year in the middle of the season, the 4 teams, I think it was 5 teams. The 5 teams in that gauntlet all was coming back from their bye week, well rested, getting players back that were injured. Right?
Mm-hmm.
That's a big part in your scheduling. So nobody's going to have a bye week this season against us, right? Only thing I don't like is our bye week is so late in the season, but I do like it though a little bit because our motion, we keep going. Sometimes you lose a little bit of momentum when your bye week comes. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I wholeheartedly believe every game we're going to be in is going to be competitive. Ones that we're going to lose, it's going to be coming down to the wire. That's what I feel. But I feel we will get 13 wins this season. If not 13, I say 12. We're going to win our division. I'm telling you we are. The Rams are not as good as people think they are. I'm telling you, they're going to implode.
And this is why we play the game, folks. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. Should have said it at the beginning, but man, for these good debates and live discussions, continue to join us. Hit that subscribe button. Make sure you follow Whistle Game Podcast on all social media platforms. Make sure you follow DJ Hype Man 49 on all platforms. You got anything else for the people, Hype, before we get out of here?
Man, just shout out to all the faithfuls worldwide, man. All of the barbecues. San Diego's coming up. That's going to be big. Worldwide barbecue. Not an empire. Shout out to my chapter, PA Faithfuls. Shout out to Tampa. Shout out to North Carolina, Charlotte in particular. You know what I mean? Shout out Whistle Gang. And look, there's some awesome takeovers happening this season. There's some awesome Evasion cities happening this season. Make sure you tap in and support the local chapters. They work hard by putting this thing together for y'all. Let's get this season going. Let's get this W. Let's get to the playoffs. We win a division. Mark my word.
We're going to end it on that note, man. Whistle Game Podcast. We appreciate you guys for tuning in. Peace.